Hey everyone, welcome back to the B-Movie Bunker. Today we're looking at the 2017 Russian flick, The Guardians, brought to us by Sarek and Drayson. This is a team of basically superheroes formed by the Russian government during the Cold War who have had to remain hidden until basically Russia and the world is threatened, and they've come out of hiding to fight the bad guys. As my friend calls it, Walmart Bane decides he's going to, do a bunch of bad stuff, and the team has to assemble. And you've got some great people here. You've got Inviso Rain, who can turn invisible only when it's raining out, so that's a useful power. We've got Man Bear, pretty much what it sounds like, man who can turn into a bear and be like a man bear, or a full bear, and sometimes a full bear with a minigun. We have Rock Fist Whipbeard. And then we have Poof Blade. This could not be more of a just... Okay, I'm going to start with some of the good. The good is that it does have some good effects at times. To some degree, some of the effects are good. The initial stuff with Poof Blade are really, really good. But then, like, Man Bear at times is like, okay, and then it's like, that's kind of not great CG. And then it's over here, it's okay, and then it's back and forth. But I mean, for probably the budget they are working with, and the fact that this is not a big Hollywood blockbuster, the effects are decent. But the script writing, man, it seems super lazy. It's such an X-Men and Avengers. Oh my gosh, it's just the last Avengers movie, pretty much. It's the last Avengers movies, is what it is. Just with some X-Men characters. So you have Poof Blade, who's obviously kind of like Nightcrawler. You have Inviso Rain. I mean, really, these are the I don't understand what her purpose is. It's like, all she does is she like turns invisible in some water and then they freeze her. And then she can apparently, dispel electricity, which won't do anything anyways. It's a useless thing that doesn't work. I don't understand we're going to give someone a power that doesn't do anything. It's scale 1 to 10. It's like the whole movie. It feels like they said, "Hey, let's do the Avengers, but Russian, but with the kind of corniness of the A-Team." I mean, it's like they have this whole like montage scene where like they're getting like all their new, like, let's give some background to the characters and their abilities, and we're gonna give this dude some whips, and he basically becomes Whiplash after his cool effects. Well, he did these rocks on his fists, and it was cool. And then it's just now he's just Whiplash, and it's like they didn't know how to make something just completely original. They just decided to fall back and just copy stuff. And I know that the comics are full of things that are just copies of other things, but they could have tried they had some good ideas, and they just failed to execute. It's like, just there's so many cliched things and copycat things that it ruined that little bit of creativity that I think they had with it, the little bit of originality that they had a little bit. They had some good ideas, and they just couldn't execute on those ideas. And here we had this great montage of, like the A-Team would get together and they'd build all their stuff in the garage to go out and beat the bad guys. This is kind of like, hey, we're going to have this big montage, you're going to see all these abilities, and they walk out and they get their asses kicked. It's like if the A-Team just made their big super tank out of an old semi-rig and some oil drums, and they drive out, and the bad guys are just there, and they just fire a missile at them and kill everyone. There goes Mr. T's head rolling down the street while Murdoch's screaming his head off because he's on fire. I'm on fire! Where's the Inviso Ring when you need her? Because it'd be raining and I would be on fire. But yeah, I was disappointed by it because I saw some of the trailers and I'm like, okay, this looks like it'd be cool. And then I'm like, this is just the Avengers. It's the last Avengers movie. Just redone with some X-Men-esque characters. And no, I was disappointed. I was really disappointed. Partly because they had some decent effects. They had some ideas and they just couldn't capitalize on it at all. So that's all I've got for this one. Until next time, stay safe out there in the wasteland, folks.